And I'm thinking,
She's,
like, you just took your nasty flip-flop foot, rubbed
Bathroom.
more bullshit, piss and
bathroom
shit and
foot.
feces on top of the toilet tank. No wonder you don't want to touch it, because look at your ass. You're not helping the cause. You're making it worse by spreading the germs. Before, it was just somebody putting their thumb or their finger on this on the toilet.
Right.
And now it's your dirty-ass bathroom foot, shoe, flip-flop, Crocs, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you're just perpetuating the problem. You're not making it any better.
You're why people are like you are.
I see it too much, and I think just people are paranoid. No one's getting any serious diseases from touching anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's used to be myths that you get herpes if you sit on the toilet without putting a cover on it before.
That cover
Oh.
doesn't do shit anyway. Just keeps
It-
your
well,
ass from getting wet a
Keeps
little
the
bit.
company that sells them in business. That's
Seriously,
what it
man.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they call those things, right?
does. No.
Mexican cowboy hats.
Oh, boy. And we've reached a new low.
So anyway, man. Yeah, talking about, people wearing shit they shouldn't wear. I see it all the time. I see either women with clothes that don't fit them, whether
Yeah.
it's too big or too little, guys, kids, everywhere. I seen this kid the other day with this shirt down to his fucking shins. Like, come on, man.
Really?
Wearing
Yeah.
like a dress.
You can't at least
Yeah.
wash that shit in hot water?
And then I saw a guy, he's probably my age, and he had his hat not backwards, not forward, but tilted to the side. And I'm thinking, like, I think you're a little too old for that.
Sure, it wasn't a
Tilted to
rap
the
store.
side.
Not only too old for that, but
Looks like a clown.
joking around. For my daughter, making faces and shit like that. I've put my hat on sideways before. You could tell just by fucking tipping that hat sideways that it wasn't made to be worn fucking sideways. That
Right.
shit is not comfortable.
No, I don't know. Maybe he was like a preemie and his head is oblong shaped. Maybe it does fit like that.
He got dropped on his face and fucking squished his head sideways.
Come on, man. Come on. And yeah, speaking of kids, saw this kid. He's probably 12 years old. He had a full beard.
I seen
Yeah.
those
I
before.
hated
I
that kid when I was growing up
Yeah.
because I'm not hairy at all. I'm still not that hairy. And these kids had mustaches
No,
and
I-
goatees,
I remember in
sideburns.
Little League, we went to
Yeah.
play this team from Carson, and the first baseman had a full goatee. And this is in the 10 to 12-year-old league.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
like,
you guys
can I see
card
your
him?
birth certificate?
Seriously, do
Right.
some DNA
And-
testing on that kid.
And he's just like, no, born Dominican, no birth certificate.
Wow. So like if a kid already has like a full beard at 12, I mean, how do these fuckers look at 30? They look like a old decrepit old man or
Oh,
Yeah,
what
that's where
happens?
they got those
What
fucking
happens? I mean, just
wiry
like-
mustaches where like 16 hairs are just poking out in different ways and
They're
shit.
probably growing out horns. By the
Yeah,
time they're
those
30.
people peak early. And what's crazy about that is, like, I have these, I sign up for classmates.com. I think I have my 20-year reunion coming up in a few years. And I go back and I look at the hot chicks, that were hot, and the good-looking guys and the popular guys. These people look like shit.
Yeah.
They didn't hold up well
Yeah.
because they peaked at 17.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
the best they're ever going to look, the most popular they were ever going to be. And now it's just unbelievable to go back and look at these girls like, God, she was
Yeah.
cute. Now look at her. She's a dump truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've run into old high school friends, girls respectively, and they just look at me and they're just like, damn, dude, like, what do you do? And I'm looking at them, I'm thinking, what did you do to yourself? And they're like,
Yeah.
fuck. Is they're fat now? It's just,
And it's funny, too, because I always
Horrible.
get that. Like, when I run into old classmates, I ran into a classmate that I went to grade school with. And I'm a young-looking fella, But she's like, man, you haven't changed. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm beautiful.
she's
And
probably, man,
I went to the credit union today where I just reopened one of my accounts. And it's been like at least 6-7 years since I've been in there, because I used to work at Wells Fargo, so I was getting everything for free. And I went in there to withdraw some cash today, and this one lady's been there as long as I can remember. And I asked her for the money, whatever. And she goes, it's been ages since I've seen you. And it's just a testament to how I really haven't changed, my face is still the same. Might have a little facial hair here and there, but you know, I haven't changed a whole lot. And when you look at those popular people, you know, the hot chicks, and it's like, dude, you've been banged so many times, it looks like there was an earthquake on your face, and that shit's just sagging now. You know? They look fucking horrible.
Stretch marks from.
So I'm saying, young kids, you know, life will catch up on its own. You don't need to go out there and live so fast and grow up so quickly and play house and try to pretend to be an adult when you don't even know how much money you make per hour at your pizza gig. You know, it's like, get your shit straight. All that shit will come. You know, we always talk about it. We live till we're 80 plus. You know, don't worry about getting your life, you know, together. Not even getting your life together, but
living it
pretending,
so fast.
Living so fast, pretending to be an adult, pretending to be grown, when you don't know your ass from the fucking hole in the ground, you know? So, anyway, man, like I said, it's these people, like, are horrible, you know? And the only reason I recognize them is by their name. I wouldn't have recognized them by the picture.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually posting their pictures. They should have went and got a glamour shot, if you ask me.
Most of them don't, and I can understand why.
Yeah.
And not to say I look amazing and all that, but you could recognize me, like, oh, shit, he looks, you know, older, a little heavier, but not... I don't look abused.
Yeah. That's the thing, dude.
All the alcohol has preserved me like a mummy.
Yeah, I think,
like a frog in formaldehyde.
You're pickled.
Ah, it's fine, man. But I have good genes, though, because my mom looks great. My aunt looks great. My family lives a long time. We have a good family history. Not really any heart disease or any osteoporosis or anything like that. So I'm lucky, you know, and that's what it is, right? It's genetics plays a big part in everything.
Yeah.
Because you go to the gym, dude. I see these guys at the gym all the time, and they're never going to get any bigger. I probably won't get any bigger. But then you see these other guys who are just beasts, and they're just naturally big guys, you know.
Yeah.
They're just, and, you know, I've talked to a couple guys that are like, you know, honestly, you'll never get as big as me. I'm like, it's kind of a fucked up thing to say. They're like, no. What I'm saying is my whole family's big. My whole family is muscular. You know, I come from a different breed of people, and that's true, right? I mean, there's different breeds of dogs, there's different breeds of humans and races.
Yeah, it's funny, but
certain races do certain things better. That's just how it is. I mean, people don't like to say that, like, we're all equal.
No, we're not.
It's not about being equal. We're just different.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing wrong with being different.
no, not at all.
It's
In fact,
mentally you could be equal. Everybody's a person. That's where the equality
Yeah,
is.
we all have our rights, like human rights, and we all should be treated equally, but we're not all the same.
Exactly.
And you were telling me something about how, I think it was the Japanese language helps Japanese students with math? Like they have one word for the number 58, where we say 58. With them, it's like a single syllable word.
No, that wouldn't be Japanese.
What is it? Chinese? Chinese, right?
Quite possibly Chinese, I guess.
I think so. Anyway, the way their language is structured and the reason why they're good at math is because their language, like I said, it takes us 54. It takes 3 syllables for us to say a number, and it takes them 1. Is that what you're saying?
Well, actually, I think I was mentioning that in Spanish. Because in Spanish, when you say 18, you say 10 plus 8. Literally, you say 10 plus 8. You know, you're using little... Yeah. You're using, you know, mathematics just in, you know, enunciating the numbers. You know, like you'll say 30 and 8, you know, 38, you know, like just. So I mean, it might have been Spanish. I don't know.
No, because
it wasn't.
Mexicans aren't good at math. There's
Yeah,
no
you're
space program.
You're right.
In
That
Mexico.
doesn't make.
This is true.
I think it was Asian. I remember it was it was either Japanese or Chinese, and that's why they just put it together.
Ichi,
You know?
sanshi, godoku. No, it's just. Well, yeah, you know what? No, you're right. Jew, Nana. That's like 10, 7, 17.
Are you talking
So they
about
do.
a Jewish grandmother?
No,
Jew
Jew
Nana.
Nana?
That's 17. And Juhachi is 18, and so on and so forth. You know, that's Japanese numbers.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I went to IKEA yesterday.
Small dicks, though.
Small dicks. I went to IKEA yesterday, and IKEA is rich with materials. Like going to the DMV, there's people from all walks of life. And, you know, like that's where I saw these.
Notice how you said all walks of life.
Walks.
Because Not many people drive there. That's their weekend hangout.
It is their weekend hangout. My daughter wanted to go